Oh, thank you. Hi, you're watching HSN. I'm Suzanne Runyon. TGIF, yay, it's the weekend. My husband's like, hey, he works Monday through Friday, right? He's like, hey, you got the weekend off? I go, no, I work all weekend. But he's mighty happy because he has the weekend off, and I bet you are too. All right, guys, let's get into it. We've got an awesome Today's Special. It's your last chance, last look. And here's what makes it amazing. It's the only unit that we carry. It's the best one we've done ever that actually gives you power literally anywhere you are and anytime you need it. And we're going to tell you all about it right now from EcoFlow. Let's do it. Hey guys, here it is, your last chance, our last full airing of the most powerful and most portable power you will ever have. Now here's what's so cool about it. You can use our EcoFlow literally anywhere, indoors, outdoors, camping. If you're off the grid, on the grid. If the power goes out with a bad storm, you've got power that powers actually multiple sources. And not just, oh, it charges my phone, that's so wimpy. It really powers up even some heavy duty tools that you might need in an emergency, especially let's say if it's a big snowstorm and a tree comes down. All right, we've got a lot to show you, and let me tell you what's happening. This is actually on the floor. I don't know why, but anyway, you're getting the EcoFlow, which is the most powerful unit we've ever offered. It's their latest, it's the most popular, it's amazing. We'll show you how it works in just a second. What you're also getting, and this is a really big deal tonight, is you're getting the solar panel. Now, when I said you can have power literally anywhere you go at any time, it's because we've included the solar power panel with it to charge it up. Now, you can plug it in and you can charge it normally if you'd like to, that's fine. But the key to this configuration is getting the solar panel. Now, I'm gonna show you the value because it's absolutely massive, and that's why we're down to the last couple hundred, and that's why it's gonna sell out here in a couple minutes. So here we go. If you bought this all separately, and certainly you can, EcoFlow is a huge name, it's a great company, you would spend, look at that, almost $1,400 just for the EcoFlow Delta. It's so versatile, and Justin's gonna show you everything it does in just a second. The extra solar panel is an additional $400 out of your pocket to buy them separately. And I will tell you, most everybody gets the two of them separately because it just makes sense. You want to keep it powered up anywhere in any condition. That's how you do it with a solar panel. You don't even need electricity to power up the EcoPower. Now, if you added it all together, that's almost $1,800. We are $600 off the retail value, but that's only while they last. And this is the last full airing. This is your last chance because at midnight, it just doesn't go up 10 or 15 bucks. You'd be like, oh, whoopee. It goes up to almost $1,600 at midnight. Now, as I mentioned, we have a lot to show you because I promise you, this unit that you could, it's portable, you can move it, you can take it in the car, you can take it tailgating. If it's an emergency, you've got power anywhere you go at any time you need it. This unit is on sale right now with the last couple hundred left before it's completely gone. So Justin's joining me. I know he's gonna blow you away because you're really gonna see how unique this truly is. Justin, what do you think are some of the absolute keys to this and why it's been so successful today?
Well, one, I am just sitting here. Happy New Year, Helen, everybody. I'm just sitting here making a little scrambled eggs at, what do we got, 10 o'clock at night on my cooktop right here, because not many battery-powered generators are going to enable me to cook a hot meal. And it's the difference between a hot meal and a cold meal, or fresh food and spoiled food, or keeping my medicine fresh, or spoiling my medicine. You know, Suzanne, it's one thing if 2020 has taught us anything, it's that we can never really be, you know, too prepared. If anything, it's shown us that we're a bit under-prepared. And one of those things that can make us feel very less than prepared is when we lose power. Whether it's for 15 minutes, 15 hours, you know, 15 days, we can be left feeling very vulnerable, very distressed. So what do? Well, the alternative is we get one of those big clunky gas generators. That's the antiquated, the old school way of doing things with the gas and the oil and the fumes. Or you can get something nowadays that's more powerful, without gas, without oil, without toxic fumes, and way, way, way easier to use. And that is the brand new 21st century EcoFlow Delta. It is the most powerful that we sell on HSN. It is the most powerful in the EcoFlow lineup, which, if you know out there, EcoFlow is a worldwide trusted brand and leader in the battery generator space. And It is one of the most powerful that you can get anywhere in the world. Like you said, Susanna, and I love it. This isn't one of the ones that we sell that you see, oh, it powers your lights and your fans and maybe a couple phones for a couple hours.
Right.
That's cute. No, what this does is this is going to power my coffee makers, my fridge. Check this out, Suzanne. Watch this. We've all got these around our house. This is a 1,000-watt microwave right here. It's also, you see there on the screen, it's going to power your CPAP machines, your washer, your television, hair dryer, coffee maker. But I've got a microwave here. I am going to go ahead and plug in. Check this out. High-powered, 3-prong wall outlet. And just like, look at these are wall outlets on the back of this machine here. Just like you would plug anything into the wall, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my microwave. It's as simple as that. I don't have to sticky pull crank. I don't have to gas and oil. Hit the cook button. Now I'm off and cooking. Now I'm ready to go. And I get all of that power in the palm of my hand at the press of a button without any gas or oil. Just one button press and immediate access. I just woke it up there. One button press is going to tell me how much battery I have left. Even with my microwave running, it says I have 100% battery. Tells me the watts in, the watts out. I've got my 4 electronic device ports up here, my USBs. My 2 USB-Cs, and then, of course, where it's worth its weight in gold, Suzanne, is right around the back here, and I've got 6 AC wall outlets. You see I got 1, 2, 3, 4 already linked up, but we've got crazy. 2 here, and they're the heavy-duty 3-prong outlets right there. So what I can do here is, watch this, Suzanne. This is where the thing is worth its weight in gold, right? Check this out, and then I want to let you get to some business. So here we go. My fridge. No power going to it right now, right?
Okay.
Now, how many battery power?
That's your real fridge, right? That is your fridge always in your kitchen, right?
Full-size stainless steel fridge, freezer. This isn't some little mini fridge or anything. Yeah,
it's not like a dorm fridge. It's not a dorm fridge.
It's not at all, but check this out. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and plug it into the back just like I did my microwave.
Oh, that's crazy.
Check that out. Now it's going to run that fridge, Suzanne, for 20 hours, so no more spoiled food or medicine or anything like that.
Oh my gosh, and guys, think about it. If you're in an emergency situation, and here in Florida, we 100% live in emergency preparedness all the time. Like we really are, because you never know what's gonna happen, especially during hurricane season. Let's say you have it plugged in, and let's say, okay, I gotta use it for something else, or I need to charge something. Guess what? That fridge is gonna hold that temperature for a while, so it's not like you have to have the fridge powered for 20 hours. You could power it for a couple hours, get it nice and cold, and then pay your attention to something else, and then go back to charging it, but it has the capacity to do a full-size kitchen refrigerator. All those other little charging units out there, yeah, they might do your phone, they might do your laptop a little bit. They're not gonna do your refrigerator. And you know how much power a microwave sucks? It takes a ton of power for a microwave to actually work. This is gonna handle it, and it handles multi-things at once. Now, here's again why this is a big deal. You're getting the unit itself. It's the most powerful, the most popular, it's the best one they make, and this is a one-time deal. I checked with Justin. I said, Justin, do we even have it on the calendar for later this year as a Today Special? He goes, it's not on my calendar, so right now none of us have it on our calendars. It's not expected to be back after it sells out tonight. It might, but it's not there now, so who knows what's gonna happen. If you want it, you gotta get it now. You gotta get it before it sells out. You also get the cover case, which I love this. This is a new addition. We normally don't offer the covering case to go with it, which is awesome. Now back here, this is, believe it or not, that big multiplex solar panel fits right here in this to-go case. So when you're not using it, it sits, it's waiting, it's ready. But I love that solar panel, kids, because that $400 bonus item that we've put into this, that now our price tonight is less than the price of just the Eco Delta. The EcoFlow Delta, our price tonight is less than their retail price on this. Now add a $400 solar panel, and this combination means that no matter where you are, no matter what the condition is, no matter when you need the power, you have it. If you just bought this, guess what? You have to plug it into a plug and recharge it to get it back to its full power. Now with the solar panel, you can literally be anywhere. Your backyard tailgating, you can be off the grid, and you're gonna have that kind of power. You ever been camping and didn't have any power, and you're like, if I just had a fan, wouldn't that be awesome? Well, guess what? Next time you go camping, oh, I don't know, bring the fan and you've got your power, and the solar panels gonna keep it charged for you. Hey, I do have a question for you, Justin, as well. How long does it take to actually get it back to full power? And how long can it sit there in full power without me having to recharge it if I'm not using it?
Yeah, so I'll answer the latter question first, and that's it has a shelf life of 12 months. So if you put this up to full charge and it sits on your shelf, you know, month 11, day 29, it's still going to have a full 100% charge. Now, it has an industry only, an industry leading, nobody else can claim this. You can recharge it if you zap all of the battery out of it by all of your big major appliances. You can recharge the EcoFlow Delta, you ready for this, in as little as up to 80% in 1 hour and a full 100% in just an extra 30 minutes, hour and a half. You want to know what the competitors, how long they take? 25 hours. This is over 20 times faster to recharge. Suzanne, real quick, why is that important? It's important because if you have to run out the door due to an emergency or an evacuation or something like that, you don't have time to sit around and wait for your generator to charge. Nonetheless, wait a minute, I got to fill up my gas and my oil and my big clunky gas generator that weighs 100 pounds and take that with me. You want to be able to run out the door with this. Or if you're hunting, camping, fishing, and you forgot to throw this on charge the night before, you don't have to wait another day for this thing to recharge. Go take a shower, cook some breakfast. Within an hour, you got a full charge. I don't have cell phones or tablets, Suzanne, that recharge even a 50% in an hour. And this big mamma jamma right here with all this power recharges to 80% in 1 hour.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Okay, so if I'm using the solar panels, what's the story there? And here's my other question. Can I use this with the solar panels and be charged and actually be, like, can I charge it with the solar panels and actually be using it all at the same time?
Absolutely. It has an onboard battery management system, and it's a safety battery management system, which means it has pass-through charging. So what that means is I can take out my solar panel here. It only weighs about 10 pounds, fully unzip it, lay it out flat on, you know, on the ground or the, you know, the roof of my car or my boat or my RV or wherever I go out in the middle of the forest, because even under partly cloudy conditions, it will recharge your EcoFlow Delta. But, excuse me, you're getting that today. And that will recharge, even under partly cloudy conditions, it'll recharge. If you don't have anything plugged into it, from 0 to 100% in about 8 hours, pending your sunlight. But the cool thing is with that pass-through charging, unlike some other devices that make you unplug everything because it's a kind of a safety issue before you recharge the unit, I can keep all my devices plugged in because it has that pass-through, or more commonly known flow-through charging. I keep all my devices plugged in and charging, and that creates UPS, an uninterrupted power source, meaning that I don't ever have any interruption in power while I'm recharging my EcoFlow Delta, whether it's in the wall, the car, or the solar panel.
Yeah, guys, now I hope you really kind of got your head around that. There's absolutely nothing out there that rivals what the EcoFlow does. There's nothing. Now that is amazing what Justin just shared with us. That means that you never have to worry. I love the idea of peace of mind, because I'll tell you what, we've gone through some scary situations down here in Florida. You guys know we get a lot of hurricanes, all that crazy stuff that goes on. When you lose power, especially for multiple days, and you don't have any resources, it becomes a very dark, long night when you can't turn a light on, or it's the dead of summer and it's so humid down here and it's so hot and all you want is some breeze. It makes people more upset. You get more anxious. You get more worried because you're uncomfortable. It's dark. You're trying to burn candles, which is ridiculous. You can't charge up your cell phone to call somebody anyway because maybe you're 2 days in with no power and you don't have a way to charge up your cell phone. This is going to do all that for you. And here's what it ultimately comes down to. We could talk about snowstorms. We could talk about tornadoes. You know, we could talk about camping and fishing and tailgating and fun things we do. Wherever you go with our package, and at any moment when you need power, now you have it. And when it comes right down to it, it's total peace of mind. You guys thinking about buying a gas generator? We had these gas generators. We still have one of them. And they're, no, we got rid of both of them. They're obnoxious. They're giant. I cannot lift them. You cannot run them inside. So somehow you got to crack a window, run a big long extension cord, and plug in just a couple little things to get any kind of power. And it smells, and it runs with gas. It's very heavy. They're dirty, they're gross, and you must use them outside. Imagine if you didn't have to do that. How many of you would love to take a big gas generator next time you go camping or tenting? Well, you don't need to take all that with you. You literally just grab this, and again, I'll show you. It's built sturdy, but I can pick this up and I can move it myself. I cannot not move our old gas generators that we bought. And you know why we bought 2 of them? For safety's sake. You know, we never actually used them, ever. But you know, the fact that we had them made my husband and I feel more comfortable because we knew in any circumstance down here in Florida, we were gonna be okay. We would be able to get power. This is totally the answer. Don't even mess with that anymore. Now, let me give you an update of where we stand. So Allison, let's do this. Okay, we have about 20 more minutes to go, and Justin's gonna show you a lot more features on this too. So if you wanna pick this up, remember, you're getting the bonus solar panel with this. We have 450 left. That is it for the entire country. And with everybody who's now on the line, that's what I've got, right? So if you are thinking about buying this, maybe you saw a presentation with Shannon earlier or one of the other hosts earlier, now's the time to do it. They will be sold out before we hit midnight tonight. I will absolutely guarantee you that. Now, I've got something else we can do too, which is kind of cool. We have our HSN card, and if you would like 12 months of financing, right now you're getting 5 months with a regular credit card and free shipping. And by the way, this is a big configuration. It's a pretty darn heavy box, so to get free shipping is amazing, right? That would cost you a whole lot of money for this kit. But right now, if you want to use 12 months of our VIP financing, all you have to do is pull out your HSN card. It is like almost like 12 months of flex pay versus our 5 months. Now, if you don't have our card, here's what's even cooler. Apply for it right now. And you can do it online. It's really easy. If you're approved, not only can you use the financing, but we're gonna take $40 off that first purchase. So make it the today's special. You're gonna save another $40, it's free shipping, and you'll get 12 months to be able to finance this if you have our card. So do it all tonight before we run out of units that we have. All right, Justin, where do you want to take us to next? What would you like to show us?
Yeah, I'd like to provide everybody in here back into my office right now and, you know, talk about something that's, you know, I think really, you know, on point for us, a lot of us this year in 2020, especially my friends in Southern California, who I was on the phone with a lot of them, you know, back in the middle of the pandemic or as recently as this past fall. And you know what Southern California, what the city was doing out there? Something called government grid lockdowns. So their electric grids were being overpowered during the day because so many people were at home in their office. They were at home doing schooling, doing their work in their office, and it was overwhelming the grid. So the local city government would shut the grid down for hours in the middle of the day. You can't go to a shelter. You can't evacuate. You have nowhere to go, but you still have to be at home, at work, at school, whatever the case may be, and you lose internet. You lose power. So it's like, well, what do you do at that point, especially if you live in a condo, a townhome, or an apartment? You definitely cannot have a gas generator. You need something that you can get power back into your house. So what do we do at that point? Well, we break out the EcoFlow Delta, and it's something that's going to give us that amount of power. So I don't know about you guys at home, but when I lose power and my internet goes, I've said this throughout the day, and I'm like, just picture this. We've all seen Tom Hanks in Castaway, and Wilson, and he's trying to like scrape the sticks together to get the fire going. When I lose internet, that's what I feel like. It's literally like the world is ending if I'm without internet for 5 minutes. So when you lose power, you lose power to your Wi-Fi router, not internet. Internet's always there. So let's get power flowing back to our Wi-Fi router so that we can get connected again. We can get back online. Now we're going to see that router light up like a Christmas tree. Then what do we want to do when we lose power most of the time, especially if there's a natural disaster? We want to be prepared, but we want to let our friends and family know that we're okay. So let's get connected. We plug in on our phone. We're plugging on our tablet here so we can watch a little Netflix or maybe check hsn.com. You never know. And we need to hop on our MacBook Pro here. So let's go ahead and plug that in because, well, we know the kids are doing some schooling from home. So now we got that up and running, and yeah, there it is. And oh, what about our landline phone here? I'm plugging everything in live on air, everyone, because I want you to know that when you get this home, it is going to do everything that we claim and we say it's doing. What about my big Bose Wave music system there? We need some tunes while we're working. Nothing motivates us quite like having some good music. And if our power goes out in the middle of the night, how about this? Let's go ahead and plug in our light to the back of the EcoFlow Delta. Again, it's immediate power, no trickle charge, and everything just gets plugged into those wall outlets on the back of this. There's 6 of them, just like you would plug in anything around your house. Here we go, Suzanne. Justin, wait, do me a favor. Can you have your camera person kind of go around to show everybody? Because they think, oh, I'm sure he's plugging that into some kind of, extension cord down there. Look at all that stuff you got plugged in. Yeah, and I'm going to keep going. So check this out, Suzanne. So this right here, this goes to my TV. Follow it right here. Here, come around here real quick. This goes to my TV right here. No way. Okay. And that's a pretty giant TV. That's a 65-inch smart TV, so let's go ahead and plug that in. Let's get that going over here. But I've got something even cooler here for you here in a second since you came around the back there.
Wait, now, Justin, wait, let's put this together, too. Because you now have your router working, now you've got your smart TV working because the router's working, because you got Wi-Fi.
And I can watch whatever I want on my smart TV, but, oh, you probably came around the corner here and you saw my little surprise, right? And you might be counting going, wait a minute, I thought he said he only had 6 outlets there on the back. Well, all of us probably have 1 or 2 of these around our house. I'm going to give you a way to get 7 more outlets out of the back of this. So I've got a heavy-duty storm surge, power strip here, and a 3-prong grounded plug. Let's go ahead and plug that in and watch my printer. I'm plugging this in. Check this out. Spin around here. My printer's now on. My fan's now running. And come on around here, Justin. Check this out. Justin's my camera guy. Shout out to him. He's doing an amazing job.
Hi, Justin.
My air purifier here is running now. I have all of this going now, Suzanne, and it's all being powered by my EcoFlow Delta.
Wait, Justin, how many items? Count how many items is that?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but look, I can still plug this stuff in. But the big key here is
so you have 11 things powered, right? 11 things powered.
But I've got 9 things in the big wall outlets on the back where there's technically only 6 plugs. I've got 9 things plugged into my wall outlets on the back. Amazing. That's huge.
No, you know, guys, look at this unit. Literally, you can carry it around. You know what? I've seen toasters that are bigger than this. Now, I do want to mention another thing that's really cool that we've not talked about. Okay, so let's say you want to go tailgating, because hallelujah, finally, we're going to tailgate next fall. Please, Lord. Anyway, this is so cool. They really have thought of absolutely everything. This is a car charger. So this is included as well. So what happens is if you're tailgating, and let's say you do bring a mini fridge. Can you imagine have the one tailgate that they don't have to use ice in a cooler? You actually literally bring like a fridge in the back of your car. Well, guess what? You plug this in, you can recharge this if you need to, or run it with your car charger. So they truly have thought of absolutely everything. Every situation you could be in, you're covered by the solar panel. Any situation, it could be home, it could be away, it could be something fun like tailgating or a really fun picnic, and you want to have music and whatever, or it could be that really horrible emergency and you're desperate for power. You're not gonna have to go to the neighbors and say, I know you got a generator, can I plug in my phone? Can you give me a half hour on it so I can charge my phone because I need to call my mom and dad to make sure they're okay? You'll never have any of those worries. And here's the thing. With our 5 Flex and free shipping and this price, first off on Flex, it's easy. Any major credit card or PayPal, you spread your payments over 5 months. If you don't love this, try it out for 30 days. You can still send it back. We'll still refund your money. The deal ends tonight. We do not have another EcoFlow Today special scheduled for the rest of the year. Not saying that won't happen, but I can guarantee you it's not on the calendar. So we have no idea if you'll get another shot at this. Maybe you will. I know it won't be the exact same configuration. I can guarantee you that. You get the cover, you get the charge carder, you get the EcoFlow Delta. This is their most powerful unit. It's their most popular unit. The big deal is the solar panel. Now, if you missed it, we have it set up awkwardly here in the back. I don't know why it's down so low, but anyway, there it is. That is gonna help you. When I said you now can have power at any time and anywhere you go, it's because you get the solar panel. The solar panel by itself is a $400 upgrade. Even on the air, Justin and I have sold the EcoFlow and the solar power panel separately. So you have to get this, but if you really wanted the solar power, which gives you the ultimate freedom, you'd have to buy it separately. And tons of people did it. They did it over and over again. We've got it all together tonight for one time. And I want to show you the value again before it's sold out. We thought we were going to air this next hour. I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Here you go. Just the unit itself, which is the most powerful and their latest, is almost $1,400. If I stopped there, guys, our $1,199.99 is great. That is a superior value. The bonus solar panel charger is an additional $400 cost that you are not paying for tonight. You put it together, it's almost $1,800. We're basically $600 off that price, only while they last, and it is only for right now. I love you. I love people who are new and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll have it tomorrow at the same price. No. It literally ends, if I even have one left, which I won't, but if I did, that price ends at midnight. It's going to jump to $1,600, which is still a really good deal, but it's not the best deal. We're doing that right now while you can get it. And remember, and Justin, if you do me a favor before they're gone, can you do, oh, you went you went camping. When you're done camping, can you go back, and I wanna do a 360 of the entire unit once again, but tell us why you're now tenting.
I'll do a 360 of even this one I've got down here.
Oh,
but
perfect, thank you.
I'm doing some glamping right now, Suzanne. You know, we can all relate to glamping if we want. I mean, here, come on in a little bit closer. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Stop it, you're so funny.
When I've been bad.
Do you have a TV in there?
That's a 32-inch TV in here.
Great.
Could you imagine,
yes,
you know, being out camping and you're able to bring your TV? When I was a kid, Suzanne, I used to pretend to camp in my backyard. My dad would send me out there with a comic book and a flashlight. If I was able to bring, you know, a TV and maybe my little tablet here. So let me go ahead and get that plugged in.
You'd never come inside.
So I got my tablet on. What about my little computer here if I need to do some work? But the cool thing about all this, Suzanne, is that I can be completely plugged in over here to my solar panel and create my own self-sustaining, self-sufficient power and go completely off the grid because I can keep all my stuff plugged in here. And why that's important, check this out. I've also got a medical device, a CPAP. So many of you write in say that you use your EcoFlow Delta for your medical devices. So maybe you can't go camping or you haven't ever been able to, you know, get out of the house because you rely on a medical device. I just plugged it in. Now we've come on here. Now my CPAP machine has air. Now I don't have to be afraid to leave the house. I can go camping, take my medical devices with me because quite frankly, and you guys out there know this, that if you depend on a medical device that requires power, power isn't just a luxury. It is a necessity. So what about if I want to go ahead and, you know, I've got my air compressor here and we're camping or glamping and I want to plug in and inflate my inflatable mattress or an inflatable kayak or something. I got that going. I got my heater. And last but not least, the perfect companion for a little glamping, Suzanne.
Oh, you had me at hello on that one, Justin. A blow dryer and a curling iron.
I mean, look at this. This right here is one of those GFI plugs.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and plug that into the back right here. And now, if you want to do some really crazy glamping outside of the TV,
that's crazy. And you know what, Justin? And you know what? That actually blows some sockets at home. You know how you put a really heavy duty blow dryer in you plug it in and all of a sudden your power will be out because you got to go flick the little switchy. Then again, guys, how incredible is that? He had a TV going. He had a little computer going. He had the phone going. He had a blow dryer going. He had the solar panel plugged in. He had, what was on there? I saw a CPAP machine. I'm not sure it was plugged in. What did I miss? Anything else? Anyway, all that plus a blow dryer. Are you kidding me? There's just not another power source out there that can do what the EcoFlow does. Sorry, guys. And I think that's why it has consistently just been such a huge popular item here at HSN. And can you get EcoFlow Delta elsewhere? Of course you can. You can go on the internet and probably find it everywhere. You will not find this offer. It is a substantial savings. And here's the scoop. It's for right now tonight. You just don't have any more time. And we don't have a whole lot of quantity. You can see our actual quantity left is, honest to goodness, 457 units. That's it. That's all we got. We have nothing more. That does not include everyone who's on hsn.com and who's actually calling in right now. My producer, Allison, is saying, and she can see all what's happening, she said probably there's about 250 left once everybody who's on the line for it goes ahead and gets their order done. So if you've had it in your cart all day and you're thinking, oh, I don't know, now's the time to press that button. If you are thinking about it, I think it's pure peace of mind. You just never have to worry about one of the most important things you need, whether it's for fun or certainly if it's an emergency. You know, we don't think about it and then something hits the fan, you know what I'm talking about, and all of a sudden you go, I've got to burn candles around the house. No, you can turn a lamp on for hours and hours and hours. If you've got a CPAP machine, I can't imagine my friends who use a CPAP to be able to sleep successfully at night and to keep breathing healthily, you know, happily and healthily all night long. They have to have their CPAP every night. Can you imagine if you lose power for even 12 hours, a night, a week, a couple days, and they can't use their CPAP machine? That's actually quite dangerous, to be honest with you. Now you never have to have that worry because if something happens, you know you've got it. It's sitting there ready for you. All right, so you can see some of the guts, you can see some of the mechanics inside there. I want to go back to Justin so he can explain what we're seeing, and also he is going to give us a full tour.
That's right, Suzanne. So yeah, I mean, what you're seeing right there, those little rubber bottom feet, EcoFlow really thought about a lot of things, because what other like generators are you going to be able to throw up on your nice counters without scratching them, or your desk like you were in my office without scratching your desk, right? They thought about a lot of things. It's also made of aerospace aluminum, so an aerospace aluminum chassis. It weighs about 30 pounds, so it's sturdy, but let me tell you this. The equivalent gas power generator, meaning like to get this amount of power out of a gas generator, those weigh 70 pounds dry without gas or oil. And by the way, gas and oil have a shelf life of about 3 or 4 months before you have to find some recycling company to come clean out your tank, because you can ruin your engine with that. With this right here, you get it home, and this is all you ever need. You don't need anything else. We don't hit you with some extra adapter. I mean, with that, you're going to be able to charge your washing machine, like you just showed you, a hair dryer for over 3 hours. I don't know who's able to dry their hair that long. If you have a ton of hair, like maybe Fabio, that would be great. But I don't have that much hair, so I don't need that long.
Look at your phone. What about you could do your phone 140 times on one charge.
And in the upper right-hand corner, look at that, your electric vehicle. A lot of you use this because you keep it in the back of your EVs, so it'll get you an extra 5 to 10 miles down the road so you can make it home safely if you run out of power. What about a drain cleaner right there in the middle of the screen? 4 to 5 hours. If you live in a low-lying area, you know, like Houston, New Orleans, Miami, you know that you need a good drain cleaner, especially during storm season, so you don't get flooding. A jackhammer, did you see that in the bottom right-hand corner? A jackhammer, the big concrete jackhammer, for an hour and a half. Let me take you on a quick tour of it here real quick, like you were saying. So it's got these 2 nice big handles, but an out-of-the-box experience. No gas, no oil, no toxic fumes. You take it out of the box, you give it its first charge, whether it's on the solar or the wall or the car, and it's 1 button press, immediate access to an industrial amount of power. These right here are your 4 USB ports. We're all used to that because that's where we plug in our phones, our tablets, our computers. 2 60-volt USB-C ports right here as well. And I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to flip it around to the back, and this is where it's worth its weight in gold. You see, I still have my refrigerator plugged in, which I'll show you in a second. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heavy-duty AC wall outlets, all 120 volt. What that means is they give out 1,800 watts. What does that mean to you guys at home? 1,800 watts means it meets the standard of any at-home wall outlet. And in fact, my old gas generator that was made by a car company that rhymes with Jane Fonda, that surged to 2,200 watts. This surges to 3,300 watts. So this is more powerful than very popular gas generators without that extra fuss, without that extra expense, without that extra, antiquated old technology. I'm getting new technology because come in and check this out. My fridge is on because I still have it plugged in this whole presentation, but watch this, just so you can see, unplug, goes off. Let's plug it back in so you know we're not fooling you, no smoke and mirrors. Full-size refrigerator, not a mini fridge, for 20 hours, fridge, freezer, the whole 9, and that's as easy and simple as it gets. We're not asking you to sign up on some subscription or some website or Wi-Fi. It's simple technology for really difficult times that we want to be prepared for, and nobody does it better than EcoFlow.
Well, also too, I want you to show the microwave again, because if anybody thinks about, have you ever blown the microwave? Like, it's so much power that your plugs, clicked off. Show your microwave again, because I think that's another one that is so unexpected that it handles the microwave power. I thought that was pretty surprising.
1,000-watt microwave. All I did was just unplug it. If you guys don't know, a lot of your microwaves, when they're over the stove like this to vent, they're just plugged in up top. So if you lose power to it, unplug it, bring out your EcoFlow Delta. I removed everything so that you can see exactly a full shot here. Let's go ahead and just plug it in right there. You see it powered on. We'll put this here. I'm going to show you, just put my plate of food in here. So we'll put a little food in there. Let's shut it tight. Let's, I don't know, time cook. We can just do, what about a minute 05? I don't care, whatever. I mean, this will do it for 3 hours. I don't have a 3-hour presentation to do it, but now it's cooking my food, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Just like plugging anything in around your home, but no gas, no oil, no toxic fumes. This is the way of the future, and it's strong, as strong or stronger than any gas generator that I've ever used.
Well, and also it's so much safer. Again, we had old gas generators because we wanted that sense of security. We had 2 of them. I couldn't even lift them empty. They were so incredibly heavy, and you cannot put a gas generator inside your house. So you have to run like a big electric cord from the gas generator outside, inside, and they're noisy, by the way. They're actually really loud. Plus, you got to fiddle with all the fumes and the gas and all the bad stuff. You never have that. And look, I'm going to pick this up. It's 30 pounds, but you can move it around if you need to. You can put it in a closet, and then when you have that emergency, you've got it. But I think what you'll find is how often you'll use it, not emergency, because I think everybody buys this for, you know, the catastrophe or the emergency or the power outage or whatever. But I think what you'll find is the opportunity that opens up. So let's say you're going to do a birthday party, but you're going to be COVID safe. So you want to do it out at, let's say, a park, and you want all the kids and all the people to kind of be out in the open. How fun would this be to bring, I don't know, to grill with? Or I mean, you can plug in like an electric grill. You could plug in music to this. You could do so many things. Like, I just think it's really fun, the things you'll find to do with it. If you do a lot of RVing or camping or boating, you're gonna love this. Like, think of all the cool things you can do that you normally wouldn't be able to do in those circumstances. Now you've got the power and the performance. Please remember one last time, it's the unit itself, the most powerful they do, the most popular they do. It's always been a huge hit. You get the car adapter, you get the cover, and you get the solar panel. This is a really big upgrade. We normally sell this separately for $400. And normally you have to buy it separately. We've actually bundled it all together. You'd normally spend $1,800 to do this, but here, right while I have a last 150 left, which will be sold out here in a couple minutes, is we're at $1,199.99. All right. Justin is gonna come back for about 3 minutes, maybe at the top of next hour, but Justin, you might not either. I think they're gonna be gone. But anyway, we might see you next hour. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks, Suzanne.
That's awesome. He's gonna go leaf blow now, which is pretty cool. Because think about that, now you're kind of hands-free. Okay, guys, I want to talk about Protection Plus, which is a great way to be able to protect all your electronics you get from HSN. It's awesome, actually, because for a little extra money, you've got years of protection, and it's no hassle and no surprises. That's why people love it. If you'd like to learn the details, just go to hsn.com. All right, coming up next, oh yeah, we're gonna do food prep. If you've made that commitment to cook more at home and save money, we're gonna show you how.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
The new year is here, and it's time to refresh, revive, and replenish. Discover new products, programs, and special events that inspire you to do, wear, and create what you love. It's your time to create the life you love every day with the help of HSN. At HSN, we love our crafters. So we're bringing you top-rated picks crafters love.
I'm telling you this because your stuff is actually amazing.
It was so easy to use.
Plus, experts will share their top tips.
We're gonna make something really cute, really fun.
We've got everything you need here for a full year of craft.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Join us on our next crafting event, Tuesday.
Don't miss a thing with the HSN app. Turn on notifications for updates on items you favorite, from price drops, limited supply, and more. Go to your phone's settings, then notifications, find HSN, and turn on notifications. Download the app today.
I just wanted to say Happy New Year. I can't wait for 2021. Here's a little tip. Keep it simple. Spend more time with your friends and family and cook delicious food.
And I hope you can come and literally create with me. On Monday night going into Tuesday morning, we have from Crafter's Companion a brand new Today's Special. It's a big crafting day. And then on Tuesday evening from 7 to 9, I'll be back with my own show. It's called Suzanne Gets Crafty. We always have a lot of fun. I think it's really kind of fun and personal too. We save a lot of brand new items for that show. So join me at midnight, Monday to Tuesday to launch it. And then please rejoin me at 7 p.m. East Coast time that night for my own show. And let's get creative together. I think it's a perfect time of year to do that. All right, let's talk about this next item. So Be honest. How many of you have spent a whole lot of time at home and you said, you know what, it's so good. We're gonna cook more at home. We're gonna save a ton of money. And what do? You order in, you know, that kind of you eats thing where they bring all the fast food or the food to your house. And I'm telling you, you spend a fortune doing it. I think the reason why we don't stay committed to cooking at home and preparing our meals is thus the prep. It's always a pain in the, you know what, it takes forever to prep everything to actually cook it. Well, this solves it. Now, I'll tell you, I have had my Kitchen HQ speed grinder for probably a year now, and it's one of the most used tools in my kitchen. I love it. And I love it because it's easy to clean up, and you don't have to plug it in, and there's not a million parts, and the darn thing works brilliantly. So I have red and I have gray available. That's the final two colors. We're at $21 and 5 flex, which normally we never have 5 flex. So take advantage of that tonight. And we're gonna check in with John, one of our kitchen experts, to tell you why everybody loves it so much. Because you know, John, I really rely on mine.
Hey, you know what, Suzanne? I don't blame you. The way this works and the speed that you can get things done, I mean, let's face it, cooking doesn't take time in the kitchen. It's the prep work that takes the time. And with a machine like this, all I'm doing is turning a handle. It locks down to your countertop or tabletop. You put a bowl, a frying pan, a measuring bowl, a salad bowl in front, and all you do is turn the handle. It comes with this pusher that feeds the vegetable, fruit, meat, or cheese through the machine. That way you can't cut yourself, that you never waste any food. And look at this. I mean, you'll nickel down carrots for canning, sliced beets for pickling. You can do cucumbers for cucumber salad or bread and butter pickles. And you never have to worry about cutting yourself with a knife. And you never have to worry about busting your nails or knuckles. And I'll tell you what, here's how easy this is. And I've been doing the slicing now. It does literally just about everything you would need, okay? I can even take a handful of radishes or smaller things, like maybe it's garlic cloves. You want to slice some garlic for a saute in a pan. Look at this. You can slice right into your salad bowl. There's like, I don't know, a half a dozen radishes. We sliced in less than 3 seconds. I mean, it's so fast and easy, but it's also easy to clean and easy to change the machine. It's not just a slicer. Now, this is your slicing drum. You get this with the machine, but it also comes with a coarse grading drum and a fine grading drum. Okay, so it's a versatile tool. Now, I'm going to switch to the coarse grading drum and show you this, because I'll tell you, if you still are using that old 4-sided tin can, you know, I call it the knuckle buster grater, because when you get close to your fingers, you'll take off a nail and need a manicure, or you bust a knuckle and need a Band-Aid. But look how quick and easy this is. I mean, I can take a potato, put it in the top of the machine for hash brown potatoes or potato pancakes with the fine blade. You'll grate carrots, coconut, chocolate, zucchini for zucchini bread or zucchini muffins. It literally saves you so much time in the kitchen just because, well, look at this. Everything goes into the bowl, but it does a perfect job. And instead of, I'm looking at the price here, like, what is it, $2.10 a finger, okay, compared to compared to using one of these. I think it's worth it just so you don't have to use one of these things. But it does literally everything. You can even grate carrots for carrot cake. Potatoes for potato pancakes or hash browns, sharp cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese. I'll show you those in a second. But I mean, look at this. And then with that pusher, you never have to worry about your fingers, but you get everything graded perfectly. Right. Now, Suzanne, here's the best part. It's easy to clean. Because let's face it, if a kitchen tool is hard to clean, we'll never use it. Right. That's why that big food processor that's got 1 million pieces is out in the top shelf in the garage collecting dust, because we only use it twice a year because it's so bulky and heavy and hard to clean. Everything is dishwasher safe. All stainless steel drums. The top comes off for easy cleaning. The handle, the base, everything goes in the dishwasher. Now, here's how simple this is to set up. You just pick a spot on your countertop or tabletop that's smooth, set the base down. You slide the top on and then pick the drum that you want. Here, I'm going to use the coarse grading drum because we're going to call it taco night tonight. You slide the drum in the machine, and on the handle, you see this little white knob? You just screw that onto the back, and that turns the drum now on the inside of the machine. Now, the cool part about this is we give you this collar, and Kitchen HQ has really put a lot of work into this design. It locks down solid to any smooth countertop or tabletop, so it's not going to move.
Wait, hey, John.
Now you take your bowl, put it in front.
Hang on one second. That suction system, he's not kidding. Like once you put it down, it's there. It's not like you're chasing it all over the countertop. This thing is amazing. Like you'd think, you know, a lot of times you had stuff that is suction and it just doesn't really work, right? This really suctions onto your counter and it'll stay put. I'll tell you what it does, it reduces your prep time dramatically. And what I've discovered, John, it makes me a more adventurous cook because I can't do fine chopping. I can't do that stuff. I'm not good. I certainly don't have the patience for it. When I get this and I use mine, it just takes care of those jobs so quickly. Even my husband, he kind of marveled at it. He said, dang, that thing's amazing. And I'll tell you how much we use it. I'll tell you exactly where it is. I have a corner in my kitchen and there's a Lazy Susan and I have all the parts sitting right there because it's convenient just to grab it. Now the cool thing is look how little space it takes. To your point, you might have a food processor you have to plug in and maybe you use it a lot, but how much room do all those pieces and parts take? It actually takes up very little space. So if you want, watch this. This is how I store mine, guys. Look at how little, and I am telling you, it is a mini little miracle in your kitchen. You will prep, you will cook faster, you'll prep faster, and you'll eat sooner because you're not spending all that time hand chopping everything or using that old grater. Who uses an old grater anymore when you don't have to? This is one of the best investments I promise you ever make in your kitchen. And I know you might think I'm exaggerating and yeah, you know, that's, you know, no, I'm not. I am not kidding you. I have never regretted buying this. I would recommend it to any of my friends. And you know what, John? I actually have the original model and do you know it's still working perfectly? And you know what else is amazing, John? The blades stay really sharp.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's a grater, right? I mean, here's the thing. You know, people ask sometimes, how do you ever need to sharpen it? But have you ever had to sharpen one of these?
Good point. Yeah, good point. Right.
Here, watch this. I can put this. This is an entire block of cheese. Okay, it's done for tacos, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas. It's done in seconds. And I mean, it literally grates everything. Suzanne, watch this. Here, I can take soft cheese. Here's a ball of wet mozzarella cheese. You ever try and do that on one of those old four-sided tin can graters?
Oh, just
look
fall
at this.
apart.
For your homemade pizzas, for pasta dishes, for like lasagnas. I mean, this is wet mozzarella. I can even take fresh, soft bread, okay? Listen, you can grate anything in this machine. It's the most versatile kitchen tool I think you'll ever put in your kitchen. And for $2.10 a finger, it's worth it. Just because you never bust a nail or knuckle again.
Right.
But look at this. Now, this is fresh bread. But you can do all kinds of things. Here, while I still have this coarse grating drum in here, and I know this, I'm gonna just change out the bowl real quick. You can do chocolate. I've got chocolate bars for topping a latte. For doing, if you do any baking, this is a perfect way to top off a meringue pie. Or here, I can use, take some peanuts, almonds, walnuts, cashews. Here, I'll even throw some M&Ms in here too for the kids. If you have, how about on Sunday night, if you're making Sundays, now you can make Sunday toppings, ice cream toppings, cake toppings. Maybe you've got the grandkids over and you guys are baking cupcakes. Now you can make your own cupcake toppings.
So cute.
All with the super speed grater.
All right.
And look at this. That's not even all the drums. I got to show you this real quick. Here's the fine grating drum. It does everything. Look at it. Here's your graham crackers for graham cracker crust.
Looks like it's snowing graham crackers.
I know.
All right, John, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hey, guys, I only have 2 colors remaining, and they're great. You have the red, we got the gray. I think the gray is very neutral. Great gift idea, too. Are we calling this silver? I'm sorry, that's called silver. There's your red. The silver's the most limited. I think the silver's the easiest to give as a gift. And again, if you have anybody who's maybe moving to their first kitchen or a new kitchen or moving to a new place out on their own, this is going to change how you cook because you prep so much faster. Hey, by the way, let me give you a quick update on our very best value for today. This is our EcoFlow. It is the #1 most portable and powerful unit we've ever offered. We've included the solar panel that is normally an additional $400 that you do not have to pay tonight. The unit itself normally retails for $1,798, almost $1,800 when you add the solar panel in. For the last 100 that I have, and that's it, it'll be completely gone, we are down to, what are we doing, $1,199.99, and it's $600 off. And here's the coolest thing. Literally, because the solar panel is now included in our configuration only for the next 100 people, it means that you can have power anywhere at anytime you need it. And that is just pure peace of mind. The challenge though is get it before the last 100 are gone, because when it's gone, and it will be sold out, it'll sell out before we hit midnight tonight, East Coast time. Then we will not have that configuration again, and we do not have any more Today's Special scheduled at this point. So it's a great time to pick that up, so really feel secure about your power needs. And it powers like everything, including a full-size fridge, a microwave, a blow dryer, and multiple things at once, which is even crazier. Hey, by the way, stick with me, because next up, we've been kind of stuck at home, and maybe we kind of want to rearrange the furniture, but it's all too heavy. We have the simple solution. What happens every night at midnight? We launch our very best value of the day.
Definitely the Today Special always got me excited because it's always at a great value.
I definitely watch for the Today Special at midnight. Whether or not I need it, just want it.
And this is the one that you've been waiting for.
The Today Special is very tempting to shop.
I'd pop in online just about every day.
I know it's a good value. It's our top selling Today Special ever.
It gives me that extra push. You know, it's a no-brainer.
Guys, you know, I think one of the things that most of us are experiencing right now is this need to rearrange our houses, right? Our furniture, because we've been sitting at home for months now, and you're like, you know, I really want that bed moved, and that couch will look so much better over there, but gosh knows it weighs a ton, and I'm by myself, or maybe there's two of us, and it's just, I don't want to scrape my floors up moving the furniture around. Well, whether it's carpeting or tile or wood floors or whatever you got, you can now very easily move your furniture. Now, this is a giant couch. I want you guys to see, Dustin, I'm gonna stand back here. This is a really big couch. Like, it's big and it's cushy, and I'm sure it's very heavy, but watch this. I am literally going to toss it across the studio. It is a big three-person couch. They even left all the decorative pillows on for me to add some more weight. Look how easy this is. And it is courtesy of our Mega Movers. Now, we have this back in stock. It's been very popular every time we offer it on the air. I actually have a couple different colors. We have brown, we have gray, and we have blue. And what's really neat is not only does it help you move all your stuff around, this little guy's a little mini miracle because it helps prop your items up easily so you can slip the movers underneath it. Especially if you're moving something extremely heavy, you'll really love this extra feature. All right, Miss Tracy Rosa is ready, and she's going to tell us a bit more about it. And Tracy, welcome back. Always good to see you.
Good to see you, Suzanne. I'm so glad that you tried to move that couch, because when you go back to it in a couple minutes, you will realize there's no good way to lift that couch. There's no good place to grab it. The only place to grab it is literally underneath to lift the whole thing up, which defeats the purpose of Mega Movers. So listen, furniture movers have been around for a long time, right? All right, we've all seen them. They're either those little pieces of fabric that we put underneath the feet of the furniture or whatever. But here's the problem. You still have to physically lift up the furniture to put those other movers underneath, right? Well, come introduce you to Mega Movers. So look at this. This is going to act like a car jack, and it's going to lift 660 pounds worth of weight. So instead of your back, instead of your shoulders, instead of your arms doing the heavy lifting, this is going to do it. So all you do is you take this little lever, you basically place it underneath the feet, and look at, with a couple fingers, Suzanne, I can lift up this entire quarter of the furniture so I can place my Mega Movers in place. So once I place all of them underneath the feet of the furniture, watch this. One person, boom. Look at that.
That's great.
So I can go from tile to carpet. I can go from hardwood to tile. I can go from linoleum to carpet, whatever I want. This is going to be that solution, because the difference is this one right here allows you to do the heavy lifting. You're not doing the heavy lifting, this is. So this will lift 660 pounds, and then each one of these little feet, Suzanne, which have that wonderful rotating top, will lift 240 pounds worth of weight.
That's crazy. Now, Trace, it also comes with these extra little pieces. What do these guys do for us?
All right, so I'm going to show that B-roll in just a second. So here's the deal. While my feet are very close to the ground right here, and it allows me to lift it up with this lever, sometimes your furniture is a little higher up off the ground. You know, let's say we have an armoire. Let's say we have just like this, or we have a higher chair. So now you set that perfect height, and then you put the lever on top, So you adjust it how you need it to be. We've customized everything. So these big, huge armoires, these big, huge coffee tables, the washer and dryer, the refrigerator, the oven, all of that stuff, you can now customize it, adjust it to that perfect height, and then you can rearrange everything. You can clean behind it. You can move everything around. Heck, you can get a brand new living room just by rearranging your furniture. You don't have to go out and spend $1,000 on new furniture. Just rearrange it. Or let's say that you're going to paint a wall and you have to move the furniture out of the way. You want to hang some curtains, move the furniture out of the way. This allows you to do it whenever you have the time. You do it on your own. You don't have to ask anybody for help. And it really is a game changer when it comes to moving, storing, cleaning, whatever you want to do this time of year.
Okay, so I went over here and I'm thinking, well, this I could probably move on my own, right? I thought, well, it can't be too heavy. I realized,
oh, it's heavy.
Oh, honey, this is solid wood. Like I went just to push it a little bit. I'm like, oh, now I got to give it a good push. But I went, this is really solid. But think about this. How many of you have gotten the brilliant idea of rearranging your furniture, and what happened? You have beautiful wood floors and you just put a big, giant, long gash. And you're like, oh no. Or maybe you really did need to clean behind it. Let's talk about your bed. When was the last time you actually moved your bed and really cleaned underneath it? Especially if you do not have carpet, because the stuff and the dust that builds up, it can really make you have trouble when you're sleeping, right? Because it gets all in your nose and everything else. Now, just use this. Move your bed, clean underneath it, move it right back, and move on to the next item. This is something that also, Trace, we should talk about is you don't have to keep buying this over and over again. Once you own it one time, you've got it. And you never know when you've got to move something. For example, let's say your washing machine's really plunked out. Have you ever tried to drag a washing machine out of a built-in space? You're kind of shoveling it and you're kind of rocking it, trying to get it out. When you have these underneath it, you pull it out, you get back there, it gets fixed or whatever you have to do, push it back in, and you're good to go. In fact, many of you probably would leave that permanently underneath there. So if you do have to pull out to clean, you can just roll it right out and roll it back in. That'd actually be a smart thing for washer and dryer manufacturers to do, is to put wheels on the bottom of their stuff. But anyway, I digress. 100%. I digress.
No,
go ahead.
Suzanne, ask yourself, when's the last time you cleaned behind the washer and dryer, cleaned behind the stove, cleaned behind the refrigerator? I bet it's the one time that you replaced all of that stuff.
Totally.
So, so the movers come in, well, let's say that they're delivering a new refrigerator and they pull it out. You're like, hold up for like 30 seconds. Let me get a vacuum. Let me like,
I'm going to mop. I'm going to mop back there really fast.
Right? But imagine being able to have 4 simple little feet that allow you to do that anytime that you want. Right. You know, that's what I love about this, because I'm all about like honesty and full disclosure. If I wanted to move something, so okay. My husband's, he's over on the other coast with the girls are playing lacrosse. He's out watching right now, so I can do my full disclosure. So my sweet little puppy, which we all know, he used the bathroom on this, okay? It's not pretty. So I had to go out and sneak a whole new rug. So I went to the home store, I got a whole new area rug. It's huge, right? But I didn't want to tell the husband about it, right? So I come home, stealth in the middle of the day. I literally moved these mega movers to move this whole sectional out, this whole thing out, so that I could lay an area rug down. Now, I know that most of us aren't sneaking rugs in behind our husbands, but how many of us have tried to lay an area rug? How many of us have tried to rearrange our furniture? How many of us have tried to do that on our own? This allows you to do it on your own when you want to do it because of this, the lever. Look at this. 2 fingers, Suzanne, lifts this entire sectional up so that I can put the feet underneath, and then here we go. This is it. Look at that.
That's great. Well, you know, you have to appreciate that woman was pushing the armoire. Do you know how darn heavy armoires are? They're really heavy. And it looked like she's like, she's nothing. Now watch. Look, even sitting on here, I can move this couch around. I mean, how crazy is that, right? And I think what it also does when it comes down to it, it gives you independence. I think sometimes, you know, we sit there and go, gosh, I hate the way this room looks. I just want to move all the furniture, but you're by yourself. And you're like, there's no way I can move the armoire and move that big old couch and all that. Now you have independence, because if you want to change your room every single week for a different look because you're bored out of your mind with how your house looks, you can do it because you've got these. And guess what, guys? It's a $20 investment, and with our FlexPay, this is even better. It's $3.99. So here's what I want you to do. Major credit card or PayPal, use our FlexPay. Everybody can do it. It's open to everyone. You don't have to be any special membership or anything like that, right? Get these at home, rearrange your entire room. If you don't absolutely love the way it looks, send it back. We'll refund your money. It cost you basically $4 and some shipping and tax. That's a pretty good deal, okay? But get them while we have them back in stock. Tracy, it is good to see you as always. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Great to see you. I love this item. I think that everybody should just have it in a drawer somewhere in their home. So if that day you're looking at your couch and you're like, I wonder what that would look like on the other side of the room.
Right, now you can figure it out. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Trace. All right, guys, still to come. Stay with me. Now, wait, next hour. Oh my gosh, you've got to see, what are we doing? Or today's special, The Last Chance. It's awesome. It'll be sold out, but we're gonna give you one more look. Power anywhere you go, anytime you need it.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with our monthly special, and it really had to be Choco Nuvo. It truly is the world's best tasting chocolate. Most people look at it as the world's heart-healthiest chocolate, but that really isn't fair. If you simply taste it, it is the world's most unique dark chocolate. The reason why it's unique is it possesses the creaminess of milk chocolate, but it has the rich flavor of dark chocolate. So that really is the perfect combination. The melt in your mouth creaminess of milk chocolate with the rich, dark, not bitter flavor of dark chocolate. We chose South American and Central American varieties of chocolate because they tend to be less bitter. I like dark chocolate that's rich. I don't like that bitter